All right, so this is Scott Jordan. You're watching live here at Cellars of Sonoma in beautiful Railroad Square. It's TV Tuesday Live, where we talk about wine and we taste wine and we educate you. And the first thing that we did before the break was to ask a question. The question is this: true or false? Professional wine tasters use the terms aroma and bouquet to describe the same thing. Okay? They use bouquet and aroma. Well, the answer is false. False. You guys got that right? Okay, good. See, these guys, where are you guys from?
St. Louis, Missouri.
St. Louis, Missouri? Get out.
We drink a lot of wine there.
We have some of your friends online right now watching here. Or Iowa. They're from Iowa. It's kind of close. It's really close. Yeah, okay. All right. Just as cold.
Yeah.
I make fun of all the people from the East Coast because it's so darn cold and it's beautiful here. You know, it's like summertime. Yeah, a little better. So the answer is false. The aroma is what you get in the nose. Bouquet is what you get more in the mouthfeel. So anyway, that's false. Anybody gives you that baloney doesn't know what they're doing. All right. So next week, TV Tuesday Live, I've got T.R. Elliott from T.R. Elliott Wines will be here. We're going to go through Ted's portfolio of wines, talk about what's coming up in the future for him, but we'll taste through his complete portfolio. That's next Tuesday. And next Thursday here in the tasting room, we've got a meet and greet with winemaker Michael Gann from Gann Family Cellars. That starts at 6:30. The cost of that event is a bottle of any of his wines. So if you love his wines, great opportunity to have him sign them for you and answer questions you might have about the winemaking process. So 2 winemakers next week, TV Tuesday Live, and then live here in the tasting room on Thursday. So 2 fabulous Syrahs that we tasted from the darker side. And then this is a wine that we're actually going to get a new wine from John. This is Bono Wines, their second label called Egret. And this is the Egret Cab 2007. I can tell you the fruit came from just below Monte Rosso Vineyard. Monte Rosso Vineyard is a very famous vineyard in the heart of Sonoma Valley. This vineyard is just below that in some beautiful prime land. And then he took fruit from Rock Pile. Rock Pile is a appellation that is obviously quite rocky. So the soil is such that the plants end up digging hard for the water source. And so it creates these very big tannic, almost tannic wines, but big mouthfeel, very small berries, more concentrated fruit. And aged that 22 months in French oak. Retail price on that is $29. So that's a Sonoma County wine. I dare you to go find me a beautiful Sonoma County wine at $29. You're not going to see it. Big berry fruit. Cassis comes flying out of this wine. It just coats your tongue. You get a really nice, you get that nice fruit up front, and then things settle down on the mid palate, and then you get a really nice lingering finish. That's a beautiful wine. It's a great complement to this tasting. So the tasting that you would do if you wanted to duplicate this, it's called On the Darker Side. Zinfandel from Bradford Mountain. Gann Family Cellars, their 2006, soon to be 2007, Alexander Valley Syrah. Las Serenas, San Ynez Syrah. And then it finishes with Bono's Egret, Sonoma County 2007 Cab, which you got to love. What a magnificent bottle of wine. It's pouring so good. Again, we talk about whether we pair something up or not. You don't really have to pair anything up with this. You can drink this just the way it is. It's going to be just fine. So not a problem. In fact, I'm going to drink the rest of this. I like that. That's pouring really well. Um, Now, let me give you some calendar things that are coming up that you need to put down on your calendar if you're going to be in the Bay Area, in wine country. Those of you that are tuning in that live in Seattle or Washington, you can fly direct to Santa Rosa on Horizon. Take advantage of that, and you can bring home up to a case of wine each at no extra baggage charge. So you got to love that. If you're coming from LA or Las Vegas, you can fly direct to Santa Rosa. And so take advantage. Horizon Air will do that for you. I've got a Vintner meet and greet next Thursday, the 14th in April. Then we roll into May. In May, we've got a TV Tuesday event on the 3rd with another winemaker, Gann Family Cellars. Then we'll have a meet and greet on Thursday the 5th with Ted Elliott. And then the following week on the 12th, we're going to have a winemaker dinner right here in the tasting room with winemaker Michael Gann Family Cellars. It's going to be an absolute blast. We'll be pairing up his wines with the meal that night. Very small ability to be at this. We can only have 22 people is all I can have. That's all I have room for. But you can see if Andrew throws up that picture of that table that we did for our family for Thanksgiving, it'll look like that. Magnificent. Right here in the tasting room. Following week, winemaker dinner with Amorosa Bella. We're going to have a chef that's going to have a tent out front, and they're going to be doing cooking demos out there. Then we'll have our dinner, and then we'll have groups of people that'll be going upstairs because she has candles, the soy candles, and they're going to do hand massages. You gotta love that. So tickets are available for those events. You need to sign up. I can only have 22 at each one of those, so you got to jump on that or it's going to be gone. Then our first lobster lunch of the year, James Family Cellars on the 28th, May 28th. We meet here at the tasting room at 1 o'clock, and then we carpool over to their vineyard. You'll do a vineyard tour of James's beautiful vineyard in the Sonoma Coast appellation. Then we'll have oysters on the half shell, and then we'll sit down and have the elegant meal that you're looking at. Hopefully you're seeing that now. That is a magnificent meal of lobster, shrimp, artichokes, potatoes, onion, corn on the cob. You gotta love it. Everything going along with the James beautiful wines, and of course Jeff and Judy James will be there, and you'll get to meet the owners and winemakers for James Family Cellars. That's coming up May 28th, and don't miss it. It's going to be a great afternoon, fun time. And then in June, the 16th, we have another winemaker dinner here in the tasting room with T.R. Elliott. Ted Elliott will be here for a winemaker dinner. You don't want to miss that. These are very small events. We don't have a lot of room for too many guests. The winemaker dinners are limited to 22 people, so make sure you book that ahead. And the calendar will keep evolving as we go. We got a bunch of stuff in the works. So let me recap, and I'm going to pour myself a little bit of wine to recap with. We've got next week, next Tuesday, I'm going to have T.R. Elliott. Ted Elliott is coming in. We're going to taste all of his wines. You'll be able to talk directly to the winemaker. Come to the tasting room here. Taste the wines in the tasting along with Ted, or from home you can ask the questions that you want, and we'll be glad to answer them live. So I'm going to end our video the way we always do. We're glad you guys got a chance to tune in tonight. We did a little quicker show, but I got to get to the ball game here. Oh, it's not tied up. I'm watching the wrong game. Okay, all right. So we'll end all of our videos the same way. This is where you discover wine one sip at a time here at Cellars of Sonoma in beautiful Railroad Square. Santa Rosa, California. I'm Scott Jordan, and you've been watching live. Tune in next week, TR Elliott. Until then, bye for now. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
I just haven't met you yet.